A Modern Warfare 3 guide for noobs. Christmas is here, so at this point I am making this video for the people who may be getting Modern Warfare 3 for the holidays. But maybe some new players may stumble upon this video at a later date. This video is also for you. If you are returning to my channel, it is safe to say you are probably not a Christmas noob. And if this is your first time here, welcome. Well, let's go ahead and get right into what you guys came for. So first things first, pick a gun and also quickly get to level 4. When you first hop into Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer, you won't have many options available, and you'll probably notice that the vast majority of equipment is also locked. Your first goal should be getting to level 4 as soon as possible, since that's the level that gives you access to some of the best guns in the game, such as the SVA 545 assault rifle, which is my personal favorite gun in the game, the Pulimiot 762 LMG, and the Striker SMG. Any of these guns are worth leveling up right away and maxing them out. Now that we have an idea of what weapons you can use so you can tear it up, let's move on. At level 25, complete Armory Unlock challenges. Modern Warfare 3 introduces Armory Unlocks, which become available once you hit level 25. This lets you immediately attempt challenges to unlock specific guns, attachments, and perks, and is absolutely worth doing to have access to even more demon-like guns like the Longbow sniper rifle and the Rival 9 SMG, both of which are among the hardest hitting weapons in the game. Frankly, the system isn't straightforward and requires prioritizing the various items you want to unlock by adding them to a queue. But luckily, there are multiple guides explaining Modern Warfare 3 Armory Unlocks and telling you which weapons and perks you should go for first. I personally don't even have this system down pat yet, so I'm not even going to try and explain to you what you should and shouldn't do in this sense. Next, give the zombies mode a go. Running up zombies is a great way to take a break from regular matches. And if you don't have a squad that can run with you, luckily there is a filtering option so you can still run zombies. Playing zombies is also an excellent way to get your hands on new weapons if you're currently struggling to complete challenges. At this point in time, I do not think this is patched just yet. If you play zombies with a friend who has access to a weapon you haven't unlocked yet, they can drop the weapon for you, you can pick it up, complete a successful extraction, and you'll now have access to it in any other game mode, multiplayer, Warzone, whatever the case. Keep in mind that only weapons equipped in your main inventory will be unlocked via this workaround, and all other weapons in your backpack will be ignored. It's also possible that there might be an update coming sooner or later that may make a patch to where this will no longer work. So try to take advantage of this while you still can. Next, try tweaking the gameplay settings. If you've never gone into Modern Warfare 3's gameplay settings menu and fiddled with options there, you absolutely should take advantage of that. There are extensive tweaks you can make to just about everything, including vital combat behavior such as how to actively aim down sights, how to mount your weapon, and so on. Going into combat advanced settings and switching manual fire behavior from press to hold, for instance, can make a major difference when you are wielding burst guns like the DG58, letting you simply hold down the fire button to unleash a steady bullet stream. So for controller players, let's say instead of continuously pressing R2 to shoot your weapon, holding it down will let you continue to fire the gun as if it was an automatic weapon, although it is a 3-round burst. At the very least, it's worth bumping up the Modern Warfare 3's relatively low default field of view to give yourself a wider range of vision. I have a couple of videos here on my channel regarding things as far as settings that I'll link down in the description for you guys for you to check out. Next, familiarize yourself with tac stands. At first, I absolutely hated the idea of tac stands in Modern Warfare 3. Now, I think I enjoy it a little bit too much. When you take out the Modern Warfare 3 settings menu, you'll notice several options for tactical stance. You might also wonder what tac stance is. An entirely new aiming mode, tac stance is one of Modern Warfare 3's most notable additions and is characterized by your operator holding their gun at a slant when compared to aiming down sights, which provides accurate shooting but slow movement, and hip firing, which is pretty straightforward. You are just shooting your gun by the hip. Tac stance combines the two. You'll get pretty decent accuracy in this sense, but you will also have the ability to walk around at a relatively decent speed. Next, learn how to slide cancel. If you're a new player getting to grips with your first multiplayer matches, you might be wondering why everyone seems to be sliding all the time. The reality is they aren't sliding, they are slide canceling. A maneuver popularized by previous Call of Duty games, slide canceling was quite different in Modern Warfare 2, forcing many players to create workarounds, but it's back in full force in Modern Warfare 3. Essentially, a rapid transition between 3 movements: sprinting, sliding, and jumping. A successful slide cancel requires you to begin tactical sprint, press crouch, and then quickly press jump to cancel your slide. This lets you move at a faster clip than you would otherwise, and can be a great asset when it comes to navigating tight corridors and disorientating enemies. I'm sure there are multiple videos on YouTube right now showing you and walking you through how to slide cancel, so go ahead and check them out. Next, choose good loadout options. Modern Warfare 3 has an increased health pool of 150 HP for every operator in multiplayer as opposed to 100, which was the norm in previous games. The carry forward system from Modern Warfare 2 also brings more guns into the mix than any other Call of Duty, which means there are a ton of combinations when it comes to customization. Choosing the right loadout can be a bit time consuming with the process of mixing and matching, but ultimately it comes down to your play style and what you want out of your weapon and classes. You can find loadouts on TikTok, Twitter, or any other social media site, but I highly recommend building your own class from the ground up. And the reason for this is what works for you might not work for somebody else and vice versa. For example, if you are a player that likes to snipe and you want to maximize your FJX Imperium for quick scoping, choose attachments that bump up the ADS speed. And if you are interested in making the Renetti a secondary weapon, stick a JAK Ferocity Carbine kit on it and convert it into the equivalent of a full auto SMG. There are hundreds of combinations, so don't worry if it takes time to figure out what works best for you. Once again, I highly recommend playing around and building up your class from the ground up, but if you're not feeling that, feel free to check out other videos on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, etc. And lastly, always stay moving. Finally, we got some basic but vital advice. Whether you're sprinting around the map or just moving from one piece of cover to another, do not be stagnant. Aggressively use your slide cancel once you learn how to do that. Weave under cover to avoid incoming bullets, and familiarize yourself with various spawn points on every map. And just playing a lot and getting plenty of practice is the most important. Also, don't be so quick to skip your death cam footage when you get eliminated by an enemy. Keep an eye on how you were eliminated. This can give you an idea of where your enemies are hiding on the map, and overall, realistically, watching your death cam gives you a way better sense of the game. If you dug the content, I'll drop 2 more videos for you right here. If you made it to the end, thank you for sticking around. I greatly appreciate it. And consider subscribing for more Modern Warfare 3 content. I upload 2 videos weekly every Tuesday and Friday. So once again, consider subscribing if you don't want to miss them. Thank you all once again. All y'all take care, and I'm out.